I have got uh, some money from a supporter, and I wanted to recording to say thank you for the support money I got, and it come just in perfect time, as so many things do when I am under garden walk where heaven wants me to walk. This is, I think it's 14 of May 2023, but it can be another time when you listen. But I tell you when it's done here, recording. And it come just in time. I've been so surprised over it. I don't take anything for granted anymore. God have taught me that I should not take anything for granted. Should be thankful for everything I get. And I am. And it was not much money, but that was good money because that paid my first class. I am on my way and study in a medical school in Harvest in Boston, United States, and I have started it to see if I can get help to understand my body and how to live a healthy life. And so I paid for it, even if it was much money for me, as I don't have so much money. I am very poor, not extremely poor, but poor am I. And so that paid the book that I should study. But I have told you that when God come into my home and talk to me, I didn't see him, but I heard his voice in 2000. And after that, I can't read a book. But this is a book that is not that I hold in my hand. It's a book that I think it's called PDF file. It's on the internet. There were books to pay for, but as I can't read books like that. I pay for internet books. So I have started on a Harvest medical studies and how to eat healthy. And I'm going to take some courses in the medical school. You know, I have PhD in psychology, and I also have university degrees in computer science. And now I continue to study if there is something I know I need to know. And this is, the books is from 2023, so it's new studies on science. Well, it's not old things, it's what they have found out today. And the first book is I could pick what I need to pick of books, but and courses. But I started with healthy eating, and it's about to not need to buy pills, not take any medicine, but eat natural vitamins and minerals. So that is what I'm going to study about, to not need to pay for those pills that, like for me that have a bad pancreas, I can't digest some pills. So I don't get that vitamins inside my body. So that is the best, is to eat natural vitamins and minerals. So that is what I'm going to study. Of course, it's a little wrong for me that live in Sweden to study what's belong to United States, because there is some food products that we don't have here in Sweden, and but you have that in United States or other countries. But I tried the best I can to understand what I'm talking about. So it was someone. I have very much touch of spirit just now when I'm talking. So it's something they want me to talk about. And it is this one that send me money. It is not that I should. Wait, I have to drink a little water. It's not that I should pray for what you tell me to pray about, because you send money for me to pray. But I am not a monkey. That it is not that I don't pray for people. I can pray for a country. I can pray for a big group of people, but not one person, because I have told you this, that you need to have a relationship with God so you can pray for yourself. Because if you say to people, can you pray for me? And then you don't know who they are, that for sure, it doesn't matter if it's in your family. You don't know who they are. And so you can ask someone to pray to the devil. You don't know who they are, live under. They touch you. They can touch you, and they belong to the devil. You maybe not see it today, but certainly they show their ugly face to be under the devil. So the only one you know that is the one that could pray to God for you, it's yourself. That you pray, that you have a connection with God. You can't let someone else go between you and God. You should not let it happen, because you can talk to someone that is a wrong person. I have told about this. It's this spirits. They have already touched me, so I get hard with my throat. I have talk about this, what happened when I come to understand that I should not pray for people. And it was a friend I had in United States when I lived there in United States. She had a daughter, and the father was very wealthy, and the mother wanted to have her daughter to get money from the father to take care of his daughter, custody, because she could get very much money from him. And so she asked me to pray for her to get her daughter, because she was in a court about it. So she had her daughter, but the father wanted to have the custody over the daughter. So it was a fight there in the court. And she said to me that I should pray for her to get her daughter, to get the custody over her daughter. And I have already seen that she's not a good mother, but she was my friend in that time. So I didn't know what to do, because I didn't want to pray for her daughter to come to her mother. I didn't know the father, but the mother was not a good mother. So I didn't know what to or how to pray, because we were maybe 10 women in a ring, and she have chosen me to, because she knew that I was together with God, because she had seen some things have happened between heaven and myself. So she wanted me to pray over that she should get her daughter. So I asked God inside my mind. You know, you don't need to talk to God open so people can hear you. You do it inside your brain. So I ask God, what can I do? Because she's not a good mother, and I don't want to pray for her to have her children, because she only used her daughter to get money. And so God told me that I should pray in a special way. And he said to me that I should pray for the daughter to get the best custody, the best parents to be with. So it should not be directed to my friend, it should be directed to her daughter. So I pray about her daughter to get the best parent to stay with. So I didn't say her mother, I didn't say her father. I was between there, and I say, let the best one that should have the daughter get the custody of the daughter. I say that to God. I say that openly. I am not frightened to say these things, because it's in the truth, and the truth will never let me come in prison of people. And so the mother lost the custody over her daughter, and I'd be so happy, because the last time I saw the mother of this child, she was drinking very much, and I saw that she had her neighbor, she said it was a neighbor's husband, and she sit and had her head just between his legs, so the face was at his legs. So I saw that they have done sex together. So I was happy that I didn't pray like she wanted me to pray. So it's very be careful this time. This time was it good that she asked, but she get me some problems about it, because I knew she was not good, and the loyalty of the friendship was also hard. But then we split up, because she was not that person that I thought she was. She was in the church, was the whole time in the church. Every day she find the church, and she was friends to all these pastors, and it looked good until I come to find out who she was. And I was together with a man that was pastor in that time, but she come between him and me, because she had sex with this pastor, and that was it for me. So she was not good, and you don't know. Don't ask people to pray for you. I have never, since I started to know God in year 2000, I have never asked to pray for me. Some have asked to lay hands on me to heal me, and it's very hard for me to say, no, I don't want you to do it. So that's what I have done. I have accepted that, but I have never been healed of any person. And I am not going to be healed of myself by laying hand on myself. But I have found out the way to stay healthy and not be sick. All this, I have a multi diseases inside me, and they could kill me, but I have understood that I can't. I need to find my own way to eat food and how to live my life, and I am thankful that I have never smoked any cigarettes, and in that way I've not been interested to take any drugs either. And then it's 30 years since I stopped drinking alcoholic. So I was on my way to be killed. They have told me now that I had the beginning to have cancer in my pancreas. But when I stopped drinking, it doesn't develop the cancer. They can see that I have like going out from the pancreas that should hook up with cancer, but I don't have it because I changed my way to live. And now I try to, it is very hard to could heal from to be stressed, and that's what the devil tried to take me to stress me the whole time. And I'm thinking that I needed to take the flight away from the cold winter here in Sweden. And it's about 6 months gray weather and cold weather. And I need to go somewhere else to rest. But and then I have asked people to come to their place and don't need to pay for the hotel. Yeah, I say I can travel to someone, but I need to. That it's too much money for me to stay at the hotel, and I need a special hotel that is for disabled people. But I have one hotel in Canary Island in Spain in January 2024, where they have for disabled people. And it's Las Palmas, the city, the big city. And I want so very badly to come to Las Palmas because I have never been there. And my mother and her sisters and friends, they were flying to Las Palmas. And I want so badly to walk and look at those places where they were, that they talk about. They were flying to Spain 3 times a year, and they have a photo album with what they did, and I have wanted to see what they were doing and go to those hotels. Those are luxury hotels, so that is nothing I can stay at, but I can walk in there and look how it look like, and feel like having my mother and her sisters with me when I walk around. I know those places where they were, and it should be nice to go in there and see how it looked like, and like feel that they are with me. So I have ordered a hotel, but I have not paid for it. But that is also that it's a short flight for me, so it's not hard for my brain. And it's also, I can take the flight from Sweden and not go to Denmark. So I can fly from and have free taxi to the airport, because it's in Sweden and in my county. But I don't know what will be. That's in the future, and I don't know the future. So, but I have ordered a hotel, so it's cheap just now, as it is so long time to wait for it. So it was cheap to order it now, and just in those more luxury hotels area, but this hotel is cheaper, and so that I don't know that I have got the name from the spirit, and that is a Swedish name, Annika. I don't know what it means, but I have got that name. And Annika, it's a Swedish girl's name. But then is it also, it's very hard when they say so, because it can be something else, not only a name like that, but it can also be, I feel like it's coming to me that is Annika is that girl in the Swedish movie of Pippi Longstocking, Pippi Longstrump. It seems like it is something with her to do, this spirit is talking about. She is saying this, that we used to play Pippi Longstocking together. It's a sister here, and they used to play Pippi Longstocking, Pippi Longstrump together. She's saying that, and in the same time I talking, I get headache on my right side. It's something that she got and left this planet. It seems like not a stroke. She was hit. She was hit very hard on the right side. She was young. She was not old when she died. She, I think, is about 30 years old, like that. She was young. She was not coming into the middle of the life. It's very sad when they leaving like that. And so this one that sent me money, that she was saying right that I should pray for her relatives. And as soon as I see the text, then it's also that God and heaven they see the same as I see, because they are with me. So all this that I have in my home, they know it already, that you wrote me like that. And that's how it's working. It's not about me. They go through my mouth and through my eyes, so they pick it up. It's not me as a human that do that. It's going immediately up to heaven when I receive that text you wrote me. And I have nothing that I can do more than to receive it with my eyes and with my brain and bring it out from my mouth. It's they that do it. It's heaven that do it. I am not the one. I am only a messenger. I am not God. I am not in heaven yet. So it's they that receive it. When I receive it, they receive it also. So you know that. And you will. I think it's so very much touching. So I think that it's not only this person. It have been. I think it's showing me like it is almost a whole family that was gone in this same time. They were together when they passed away. And it's a young man that coming here. He say that I should tell his sister. He's saying. I'm not sure that he want to say something. It's only that he want to say hello to you. That he is okay. He is still alive, but you can't see him. And I don't see him so much. I see that he have brown, a little brown black hair. And straight hair, not curly, it's straight. So he only want to say that he's still alive. So you should not cry after him or pray after him, because he's just fine where he is. It's we that are still here on earth that is longing for them and crying for them. But they themselves that have passed away, they are okay. They don't want you to. I have talked about that before, that you should not try to pull them down to earth, because you need to let them go so they can be in heaven and stay where they should stay. If you going and of course sometimes you cry and longing for them, but you need to understand that they have no pain anymore. They are in a good place. It's very few that is in hell, because there is so much forgiveness. All this in heaven forgive them. It must be very, very bad things you should do to not come into heaven. So you should not be worried about that. The hard thing is when you realize how your life was here on earth. That's hell when you find it out. Because you're gonna see how your life was here on earth, and you understand how wrong you were thinking, how wrong you were acting, and you wish that you could come back and do a new life. But what is done is done. You can only ask for forgiveness. So that's what I wanted to talk about. It was this last time I talked about. It was a dark-skinned man that come through, and he had around him a cloud, and he was not fat and he was not slim. He was a normal built body, and he was dark brown but not black, and I think he say hello and waving, and the strange things was that I got a call from a man that was brown skinned. He sit in his car. He was on his way to a meeting, but he talked to me in his car and say he should call me later on, so we could talk a little more. But he never called me. So that maybe was what happened, that he left the earth. He maybe did that, and it was he that come in the cloud and say hello to me. It was the same day, and I talked to him about 7 o'clock in the evening, and I say, I stay up till 12 o'clock so you can call me. But he never called, and I have not seen no activity from him either. So maybe was it something that I should see that he come to heaven? Maybe, because it was very strange. I don't have any brown man calling me. I have not had it for 3 or 4 years now, and suddenly he called me. So it was very strange what happened. So I will see, because now it's 3 days since, 2-3 days since he talked to me. And I was waiting for him to call, and then I have given up now. I will see what will happen. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I got a response from what I saw and heard last chapter. So thank you, and God bless you.